Ooh.
It's a clap. I got that clap from church.
I could tell.
I used to clap a lot.
I could
3
tell.
days a week.
With all the music and whatnot.
Yeah. Did you ever go to church?
Like twice. I went to like
Twice?
more arts and crafts church. That's what I went to. Don't.
Back up. What is an arts and crafts church?
So we don't go to
I'm
mass.
I'm recording.
Period. We didn't go to mass. We just kind of sat there and did arts and crafts about Jesus. Like ceramics.
What?
Paint a nice tile.
What's it called? What dogma were you following? I forgot how to say it. What's your denomination? Yeah, that's what it is. What was the denomination? Or I think
it was
that's
Catholicism. I
Catholic.
wasn't really there.
I think.
And I wasn't present with the Jesus part. I was just like, oh, where are we making earrings today? Say that.
Yeah, I mean, how do you mix up Christianity with arts? Well,
Passion
that's
of
a
the
lie.
Christ earrings, bro.
There's a thing called VBS. It's called Vacation Bible School, and it was the closest our churches got to giving kids like summer camps. And it was just
I don't know if I like that.
A bunch of kids would go to church. They wouldn't stay there. They would just come back every day, and they would have like a bunch of activities. Like we'd have a bunch of grown ass adults playing Jesus and playing Moses
a lot of
and Mary,
Caucasian Jesus
like as
for
characters. Yeah. Well, it was all Hispanic, so so it was Spanish Jesus.
So we had Sazon Jesus.
Yeah, yeah. And then it was just like games and arts and crafts and stuff. So. But that was very infrequent, and I'm jealous that you got to go to arts and crafts church because I had to go to real church.
It was just
and
my grandma. She was like, "We're just gonna go make some jewelry with the church today," and I was like, "All right, bro. No homework
today. True.
No homework.
True. You weren't doing anything. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Partying with Jesus.
Party. So welcome.
Thank you
to the show.
I feel really warmly welcomed. We have a live audience.
There are people behind the camera. This house is much more occupied than you might assume.
It's like 100 people in here, bro.
Yeah.
They're all breathing on each other real hard too. Like.
Yeah, this is definitely a super spreader event right now. So welcome to the 5th episode. This is the 5th episode. The 5th episode. You got it. You're number 5. And welcome, congratulations, and also thank you for being here. I really do appreciate it.
Thank you for asking me to be a part
of it. It was low-key pretty last minute a few days ago. I was like, hey, you want to do this? And you said yes.
Yeah,
and
let's go. Fuck it.
That's what I like to hear, honestly.
On the fucking camera, man.
Hell yeah. So, you are a very talented artist. Okay, I'm going to start off by saying that. Thank you, I appreciate that. But this is about you, it's enough about me. You're very talented. You have been working with us for a while. Like you've done a few of our events, and like you've been a part of things here and there and pop-ups. And
2018, 2019.
2018. No, 2019 for sure. Yeah. Wow.
It's been some years.
Wait.
Love.
Oh my God. 2019. That was the year before like all this went down. But that feels like it was like 6 years ago.
That was a good year though.
That was a great year. That was a great year. That was the year of like. The most our art as a community has like was able to like grow, in that small amount of time. That was like a big year.
Because we didn't have to fucking stay home in quarantine all the time.
Yeah, that's true. That's insane that happened. COVID is crazy. We won't talk about it too much. But yeah, so was Meta the first time you worked with Project Feel?
Yes, sir.
And you knew?
I didn't know anybody.
How did we encounter?
So my neighbor / really good friend who actually did the singing bowls at Art in the Park.
Oh, nice. Yes.
She DM'd my profile to Rare, and then that's how that happened. Wow.
And that was around that time.
Yeah, because they were looking for artists for Meta.
That's so cool. That's great. So you said yes.
Obviously,
you said like, yes.
Oh, word. Rare hit me up. He was like, "Yo, I got your information. Mm-hmm. Do you want to be a part of the show?" And I said, "Word? An art show? Me?
Yeah.
Say less."
And you said yes. I'm glad you did, because now we're here. After all that time.
And I saw you perform. Yo, I was so scared of you, bro. I was like,
why are you scared of me? I was
not
just
scared of you, intimidated.
Okay, well, even that. I was just talking on a mic. That's true.
Rehearsing in the little thing. I was like, They look so serious.
I was a background singer for Franco Colon that night.
That shit slapped.
Alongside Jonah Graves. Jonah's going to be famous one day, and I'm going to be able to say, I sang with him one time.
But so are you.
That was fun.
So we'll then see. I'd be like, I was on the podcast with Eddie Watts. You bitches can never.
Well, what about you? Are you going to...
Listen,
what do you see for your future? Do you see anything?
I would like to own a gallery.
Ooh, really?
That would be fucking fire.
A gallery.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Like, it'd be just for artists like us, and I would probably make it like multidisciplinary, where like everyone can show whatever art they got.
Art. Sounds like us, yeah. Sounds like exactly what you should do. Yeah.
In a nice big space. Anyone could walk in. Could steal one of them bitches' spots in Soho.
It's true. Yeah.
What are they gonna do?
They don't deserve it.
They're gonna put.
We deserve it.
They put banana peels on the wall.
That's true. I remember. What year was that? Was that 2019 too, or what year did that happen? Was that during quarantine? No.
No, that was before quarantine.
Okay, I was about to say that would have been weird.
It's just been a while. It was like during the same time that Banksy shredded his painting.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that was a good stint. I like that.
That was a good stint. So you do a lot, okay?
Do I?
Yeah, you do a lot.
Kind of just sleep.
You just sleep. So one of the things that you do is you're a model.
Only for you guys.
What do you mean only for us? That was for you.
Listen, man. I don't know. I just be there. I'm like, you want me to pose? Say that. That's the process.
You did great. And for those people who don't know what we're talking about, one of the things that we got the pleasure of working with Nichelle on was Love Thyself, and it was a beautiful campaign, and she as well. But oh my God, you were part of that photo shoot as well, yeah. Twice. Look at that. I forgot that.
See? I only model for you guys.
I honestly forgot about she, and I literally took those photos. Anyway.
They slap too. They look good.
We just had so many. He did so many
ethereal.
things. Yeah, that was a really fun shoot. We went to Christine's house in Jersey, and we like gutted the house. Not gutted, but we moved everything. That was beautiful. That was fun. It was
a pretty house too.
Yeah, you guys killed it too. You guys were so photogenic. It was insane. It was great. I
had no idea what I was doing either.
Neither did I.
And you see, look at us now.
That was the first group photo shoot I had ever done.
Really?
Yeah, I don't do photos.
I mean, I would imagine you did only because of film. So I was like, maybe they just go hand in hand.
Yeah, you would think that, but it doesn't. It's very different. The settings are similar, but they're also they do different things. And as opposed to catching one frame, like one perfect frame with video, you can just you're just catching a ton of them and hoping that the sequence of frames is good enough. With pictures, it's like you get one shot, literally, like you get one photo.
Yeah,
and
I
it's
don't really know that because working with Jalissa.
And you missed the moment. That's true, yeah, Jalissa.
It's a whole lot of scenes of me doing fuck shit before the actual scene starts. Sometimes during. She did this short experimental film on sleep paralysis. On the whole time. I'm supposed to be doing sound, and I'm just, all you hear is me, fuck.
Why?
Because I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. She was like, here's the zoom. You figured it out,
bro.
The
zoom, yeah, this thing.
You see?
That's so funny. That's great. That's what life is about. Speaking of experimental, you experiment in things such as, I've heard, this is a rumor that I heard today through the grapevine.
Wow.
You make music sometimes. I don't know what it was, but I heard something about ramen.
You want to hear it?
I heard something about ramen. I don't know.
It's not an actual song. I was just high as fucking hell one day.
I mean, as one's.
And I was like, yo, bro, to Jalissa once again, partner in crime. I was like, yo, bro, let's go on GarageBand and make a song right now.
That's so great.
That's
so great. I've experienced that a few times. It's always really fun. You wouldn't believe the songs that Franco and Joe have together.
You could play that.
Have
fun. I don't even want to play it in front of you guys. I'm embarrassed now.
Don't worry, I play it low so only me and the audience can hear it. Only you on Patreon can hear this.
Oh man. Should have released that shit on TikTok. You bitches would have been doing the ramen bitch challenge. Oh god. It's your face that's doing it for me. Ho.
Ho.
Wait, there's a part. No, it was at the end. It was like, bitch.
Serve it to me. Oh, wait, is that the end of that?
I don't think so. I don't know. I don't have the full version on my phone. Davey has it. He did a remix to it on the low.
Yo, he did? I gotta hear that. Do your best impression of his feature right now.
I don't fucking remember it.
Do your best impression of Davey right now.
Oh my god, there's so many moments. My favorite is when he's really drunk and excited. He kind of just goes like... That's my favorite part.
He does.
Like, that's how I know that bitch is fucking happy.
He's happy. He's fucking
whole body convulses.
I love Davey. You're pretty good at impressions, huh?
I try to be.
Yo, you got to show them the audience, but you have a killer white girl. No,
Hector,
no offense, but
don't even. You're so silly. Don't even fucking play with me right now, Hector. Fucking shit.
Oh my god. Do you know anybody that talks like that?
I feel like I do, but I probably repress them from memory.
Yeah, but you don't. You feel like you do, but you don't for sure. That's so good though. It's so good.
My British accent is my favorite.
Please enlighten me.
I did your whole TikTok in this voice. Did your whole fucking TikTok in this voice. I swear, it's like a coping mechanism. Like, I do it when I'm uncomfortable.
Yo.
I'm like, I don't fucking know how to speak in this space. Let me do a fucking accent. Maybe it'll make it funny.
If I met you in public and you like approached me with that accent, I would think you were from the UK.
The fucking UK.
I would think you're from there.
Like, oi. Oi, Hector.
Oi, mate. Wait, isn't that
fucking
Australian?
Stinker.
Fucking stinker. That's so British. Okay. That's so great. See, a human of many talents. You got it all.
I feel I should be casted in a cartoon.
You got it all.
I would eat that shit up.
Probably.
If they put me in Steven Universe, come on.
I haven't seen that show.
I would have been minking bitches left and right.
Have you seen that show? You watched that show? I haven't seen it. Should I watch
it? She's wholesome. She's a little silly at first. Kind of like, Adventure Time. It was like super silly at first.
Super silly. My favorite like clip ever is making pancakes, making bacon pancakes, making bacon, and I put it in a pancake, and then they do the remix with the dun 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 with the Alicia Keys song.
That shit slapped.
In New York, they do that, but then they go making pancakes. It's
Adventure Time is just.
It's like my favorite clip of all time.
It's that really fucking show. Did you see Distant Lands?
What the hell is that?
What? HBO Max. They did like a continuation of Adventure Time called Adventure Time Distant Lands.
Adventure Time Distant. Yeah, I had no idea.
Yeah.
I had no idea. Is that what's your favorite show ever?
Oh, my favorite show ever.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great question.
Like ever.
I have so many. Probably Naruto.
Naruto. Wow. I just talked to
It was between Naruto or Sailor Moon.
That's great. Oh wow. That's nice. I just talked to Josh. Our last podcast was with Josh Jerk Sans, and he just talked about how he watched the whole thing. Like he watched all of it from Naruto to current Boruto. So we just talked about that.
I just saw the most recent episode of Boruto. I thought it was going to be super mid. It's getting so much better.
I heard. I've seen. So one thing that I do, it's like bad, but this is what I watch anime for. But I watch like the fight scenes. So I just watch the fight scenes. Like I've seen One Piece without actually watching One Piece. Like I've seen all the fight scenes. I've seen his like biggest power up moments. I've seen like Zoro's biggest power up moments. I've seen like all that crazy stuff, the big plot points, but I haven't seen the show. That's what I did with Hunter x Hunter before I actually watched the show, and I kind of regret it. But
Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah, because I kind of the end got spoiled for me.
It's the Chimera arc.
Yeah, that's the one.
Chimera arc. That's the best arc.
Kite getting his head cut. Whoa, wait. Let me not. Maybe somebody wants to watch it. Maybe I'll just like bleep that out and put. I'm not gonna do all that work. Never mind. So, what was your introduction to art besides arts and crafts at church? Like, what made you want to do art?
I kind of just used it. I was always doing it. I used to color on the walls at home. I was the worst child for that. Give me like 5 stacks of copy paper. I would draw on them all and then draw on the wall. Still.
Yeah.
But I was just always kind of doing it. I used it as a coping mechanism. I realized a lot because I would get like angry and I'm like, you know what? Angry drawings.
Yeah. Wow.
So.
Do most of them follow some kind of like emotional guideline, or is it just sometimes?
I think so pretty much. It's easier to release that way.
That makes sense.
Like, I spent a lot of time in solitude. So, like, you know, when you don't have people to talk to about it, it's like, okay, how can I release this in a different way?
Of course.
So, that was my...
Okay. That's beautiful.
Releasing method.
What was your first, like, what was the earliest experience you had with, like, art, you know? Because there's a lot of people say, like, I had this moment and I knew at this time that this might be something that I want to do for a long time, you know? Did you ever have one of those, or was it just always something you did?
It was always something I did, but I didn't start taking it seriously till like junior year of high school. Okay. I had this mentor / illustration teacher. Yeah. Maria Jimenez, and I didn't really. I wasn't working to my true potential, and she always saw that. So behind my back, she just randomly started submitting my art to like festivals. Oh, what? And just all these scholarship competitions. And I was like, wait, I'm making money and expressing my feelings? Yo. This might be the wave.
That's crazy. What a thing to do for someone.
I mean, I went to like one of those arts-based high schools. So.
Which one?
Art and design.
Ooh.
So
that's pretty cool. That's one thing about New York that I'm super jealous of, because
the specialized high schools.
There's no such thing as specialized high schools in Florida.
So I've heard.
It's really terrible. Like, they'll have like schools with like magnet programs, but it's basically that program gets funding. I mean, it's basically at the end of the day.
It was like that if you were an AP, you got extra funding. So like advanced placement, illustration, fashion, film, like they got all classes. The good shit.
Well, there's always like a hierarchy in all schools, no matter what, right?
I used to go into their classes and steal their shit anyway, so it didn't matter.
This is my funding.
It's my funding now, bitch.
That's great. What you went to LaGuardia?
Art and design.
Art and design. That's a different place. I don't know anything about these schools, so I just guessed.
One's on the west side, one's on the east side. LaGuardia has music and theater programs as well.
And that's on the east side, west side?
That's on the west side.
That's on the west side.
Art and design was just visual arts. It was like fashion, photography, film, cartooning, animation, and illustration. Sick. Wow. And graphic design. So you had to pick from one of those. That's
still so crazy to me. I can't process that there's high schools that do that. Like, that was like always like, I'll go to college and do that. Like, that's what college is for, right? And then I went to college, and it was probably worse than the high schools that were in there.
Yeah, we even had like this thing called the Spring Arts Festival, where we took all our best work from the beginning of the year and just did a gigantic gallery exhibition. That's crazy. At the school.
That's crazy. That sounds so fun.
She was sick. Ugh. I did take it for granted. I realized.
Of course.
I also had to transfer in from sophomore year because I went to a school that actually had no funding. That shit had a gymatorium. You ever heard of one of those?
Gymatorium. Yeah, the ones with the stage. The gyms with the stage.
It was a lobby.
The basketball hoops.
It was a lobby, a gym, and an auditorium, and a locker hall. But really, it was just a lobby. It was none of those actual things. It was just a lobby. Just a lobby. They used it for everything else, though.
Gymatorium that also was a locker hall, but at the end of the day, it was just a lobby. That's hilarious.
Like, that's all they had.
I can see that like almost perfectly in my head.
So I went from that to actually having a big ass gym with like bleachers, and I was like, "Yo,
this is wild.
They got money." Yeah.
That's so great. You know someone that we know now that you went to high school with,
yes,
right?
sir.
And we knew that person outside of you, and then we found out that person also knew you. And it was like, whoa, that's cool. That's cool.
Seti.
Cool. Yeah, Seti J.
I love him. He was always like that in high school too. Like he'd be running around the hallways and be like, "Hey, do you want to be in my music video?"
I can see Seti in high school because he was probably exactly as he is now.
That's
just
how we
like
met, actually. I was walking up the fucking steps to go to my next class.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Yo, do you want to be in my music video?"
Oh my God.
And I was like, I mean, I guess I could try, but my dad doesn't let me out, so I don't know.
Yeah, that's actually hilarious. That's crazy though. I mean, he's such a great. He's very, very talented.
They used to make beats on the table, and he would freestyle over them, like right behind me.
Yeah, that's so lit. That's so cool. And we met him. How did we meet Seti?
He be everywhere. So honestly, I'm not surprised.
We just, like social media, I think it was just like we saw him somewhere or he saw us. I don't know. That's the I love New York because it's so big, but also just it gets smaller. Mm-hmm. It gets very small after a while.
Like someone knows someone that I know, and they know that we know my whole life story, and I'm like, how you know me?
We've only lived here for 4 years, and that
only
happens,
4?
Like, yeah, 4
That's
going
crazy.
on 5. I think I'm not sure, but yeah, that's how long we've been here, and we experience that all the time. So, speaking of homies, best friends and stuff, you always roll around with that one person.
Jalissa.
Everywhere you go, she is.
That's my man's cousin, best friend, partner in crime.
Hell yeah.
Like, that's an 8 for 1. Basically, that's my twin. That's my sister.
Real.
She has a twin.
Wait, hold the phone.
She has a twin.
Like
a fraternal twin.
That's crazy. What the hell?
Yo, she's the exact opposite from her too. It's crazy.
That's so crazy. I had no idea. I love those random like things. Although I have a twin. It's like, what?
Right?
That's like something I feel like you should open with. That's like so cool. Well, no, I'm sure they're annoyed by it.
It's just an interesting fun fact.
It is. It's like if I had a fun fact, it would, like if I like you know how they're always like have a fun fact about yourself and then your name and this and that when you're doing icebreakers. I never find a fun fact. But if I was a twin, that would be my fun fact for life. It's like having a twin is having a fun fact for life.
It makes fucking icebreakers so much easier.
So easy because then everybody wants to talk to you because you're a twin. Like, oh my God, what's the other one?
They don't even know what your fucking twin is
what's
like.
the other one like? And you're like,
That's sick.
They're nothing like me because it's a completely different human. But you know,
yo, she's a super introvert.
Mm-hmm.
She's goth.
Whoa.
For their Sweet 16, she dressed up in like this Victorian dress. Like she had a corset with a puffy dress and like these Victorian heels.
That's so
Bitch
wild.
She looks fucking sick.
Yeah.
Just to wear a tuxedo.
Yeah, let's go. That's great,
Fly bitches.
That's awesome. That's actually amazing. That's really cool. So you said extroverted?
No, Alyssa's introverted.
Alyssa's introverted.
Jalissa. Okay. It's Jalissa and Alyssa. That's one. So Jalissa's a little bit more extroverted than Alyssa, but Alyssa's like, yo, you will not see that bitch for days because she's in her fucking room.
That's crazy.
Living her best life, writing her novels.
I mean, hey, she's probably happy.
She is.
That's good.
She plays her Sims.
I've never played Sims, but it seems like a fun game.
It's fun. She even modded that shit. She taught me how to mod.
Yo, you got to be deep
Sims.
in Sims to mod. Because you can already do so much in Sims, and now like you're modding. It's like, okay, well.
I modded them, and now all they do is
you a hacker or something? You a hacker?
No, I don't know what that is.
Hacker?
Oh, hacker? I thought you said Oaxaca, and I was like, I know what that is, but like,
Oaxaca?
That's a sim mod?
No, it's not. So, speaking of being introverted, would you consider yourself to be introverted? Or is it like a mix, I mean, everybody's kind of a mix, but what do you consider yourself to be?
I think I am. Other people think I'm not.
Mm.
So I'm just like, I guess I'm an ambivert. I just adjust to the situation.
I've never heard that term.
Ambivert?
Yeah.
That's when you're both.
Wow. Is there, because I feel like I have a hard time finding somebody who is really that, like, on that extreme, you know? Like, I feel like a lot of the people that I know are kind of like
either
sometimes,
or.
Yeah, it's like, depends on the day, you know? I guess.
I always want to make conversations for other people so much more easier than it is for myself. So I'm like, okay, what communication style is going to work best in this situation? Mm-hmm. Can I be introverted? Is that okay? Or does this require extroversion?
I mean, that's a I feel like that's a very good thing to do. It's probably pretty smart to
try. It makes things easier.
That's true. Like,
and I always come across as more confident than I actually am, which is a good first impression.
Yeah. Why? Is that intentional, or does it just like your persona is just kind of that way? That's so wild because
it happens for free.
Yeah, it's wild because I also understand why people would say that, because I also feel the same way. Like, you have a very like, when we speak and when I've seen you in social situations, I do see your reluctance sometimes, like specifically when you're with your art. Like, you, beside your art, I feel like you become a little more introverted.
Oh my God, I will run away.
But yeah, I saw that. But it's also great though, because you don't run away. Like, you usually you do it. You know what I'm saying? Even though it might be hard.
In my head, I'm like,
you're freaking out.
I checked out. I don't know what I said after that.
That's fair. I mean, I feel like your art does speak for itself anyway. So no matter what you say, yeah, that literally does speak for itself. Yeah. This is, if you're wondering why this is up, that's why it's up, because it's.
As Kayla right here, that's her apple.
Mm-hmm. And then you did the hands, right?
Mm-hmm.
The hands and the snake.
Whoa, 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 whoa. We fucked up the set, bro.
That's fine. That's whatever. I put this up in like 2 minutes. This was so last minute. I was just like, countertop.
And she looks good.
She looks great.
You're a set designer. Okay?
Thank you.
This
pride myself
deserves $1 million.
Thank you.
That I don't have, but I would give it to you if I had it.
So you also make stuff.
I do.
I've seen your scrubs or your
those shit
body
slap
things. I was scrubbed down today by that.
And did you enjoy it?
I did.
Sounded like a patient when they have to get scrubbed down at the hospital.
It's similar to that, yeah. I was being scrubbed down by a doctor. I won't say the name, but that's like a confidentiality thing.
Yeah,
it's like reverse
doctor.
hippo law. What's that? Hippo?
HIPAA.
I know. I'm gonna call it hippo now. Like, that's a violation of my hippo law.
My hippo, right?
My hippo. Yeah. But yeah, tell me about that with your scrub stuff. You make other things as well, but I want to hear about it. I don't want to give it all away.
My other best friend, she goes by Yams. She does Sol Estrella as well.
Sol Estrella. Mm-hmm.
She hit me up one day. She was like, "Yo, bro, you want to learn how to make candles? I'm gonna send you a candle kit to your house."
That's lit.
I said, "What? Say fuck." It's just always say fucking less. New things.
Yeah.
If you're not asking me to do crack, I'm like, let's fucking go.
Oh, crack's the best one. Sorry, continue.
Or heroin.
You ever tried that stuff?
No, thank you.
Yeah, neither have I. Continue.
Not doing that either.
No, don't do that.
But yeah, she was like, "Yo, you want to learn how to make candles?" I was like, "I say no more." And then she was like, "Yo, we should start a business. This shit smells so good."
There you go.
And I said, "Oh, let's start a business."
Yeah, there you go.
That's how that whole thing happened.
That's how you do it.
And I was like, "Yo, bro, let's do some DIY shit on Pinterest."
Mm-hmm.
And that's how we learned how to make like the basis of the scrubs. Yeah. And then from there, we did some more research. We learned how to make actual soap. Just all this fun, cool shit.
It's really cool.
And I just like smelling good. So that's the motivation.
There you go. Natural. You make it yourself. It must feel very, I don't know. It probably feels pretty different. Yeah, right? You make this thing and then you wash yourself with it. Like,
and you smell good.
That's pretty
all
cool.
Day.
I'd say that's pretty cool, yeah. I like the little jars too. They're real cute.
The mason jars?
Yeah, they're so adorable and they're perfect for that.
And you can always recycle them. Like, come on, environmentally aware.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
Global warming who? Not in my presence.
What's your favorite creature?
My favorite creature?
Mm-hmm. Doesn't have to be all time. It can be like as of late, something you've seen.
I think saber-toothed tiger. I had a dream.
Oh my God.
I had a dream where my friend's cat was a saber-toothed tiger.
That sounds terrifying. Okay. Yeah, maybe.
It still won't make sense, but basically, I woke up in my bed and she was there with her boyfriend and a couple of other friends, and it was a zombie apocalypse. They kidnapped her because they were like smart zombies, I guess.
Smart zombies. That sounds terrifying. Yeah, okay.
So they kidnapped her.
So cannibals.
Essentially, but they look kind of crazy. Like their limbs was falling off and shit. I don't know how the fuck they kidnapped her if that was the case. She wasn't fighting, I guess. But they kidnapped her. They threatened to hold her for ransom unless, you know, I give them the money, clearly.
Crazy.
And I was like, fuck out of here, bro. I'm broke. Yeah. So her cat pulled up like a saber-toothed tiger.
Yeah, that's lit.
So we could go get her back.
That's lit. Did you like ride it like it was like a...
Hell yeah. I did.
So dope. That's so dope.
That's
like a dream of mine, is to just ride a really big animal.
Just like, why not?
Like something that traverses like a cat, you know, but just like a lion or like a tiger or something. Just ride on the back of one.
I would feel so majestic if that was the case.
It'd be so cool. It'd be so cool.
Wind flowing through your hair. Your hair automatically grows 30 inches. It needs to flow in the wind. Absolutely.
That's so great. Yeah. That's a wild dream. So smart zombies. Dreams. I'm losing my arm, but I'll steal your bitch still.
Exactly. That's what it was. I've also had zombie dreams where like Jalissa opened the door to them, and I'm like, bro, what the fuck?
That's just zombies. It's funny as hell. Are smart zombies like a reoccurring dream?
At this point, yeah.
That's interesting.
I don't know why.
It's funny as hell. I'm not gonna lie.
You know,
I feel like that'd be a really good skip.
My life is just jokes. So dreams gotta be jokes.
So I guess, yeah, right. So I'm still thinking about that ramen song. It was so good. We should make a TikTok challenge off of that. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that shit would probably blow up.
Like, what would be the challenge? Like, how fast can you eat a ramen bowl or something? Or like, no, like...
It has to be a dance.
It has
to be a dance.
A dance.
Like, I don't know how we do it, but she'd have to be a dance. The girls love a good TikTok dance.
They do. The girls do love that.
Like, that should be viral in 3 seconds.
That song is just too good, though. So it makes sense. That's like one of those things that you hear and you're like, I just never knew that something like this would exist. But it just makes so much sense, too.
Yeah.
There are a few things that make me feel that way. Me and Davey,
Jalissa, and her twin used to make music in middle school. Just used to rap on them. We had one called, what was it? He went by number 1. So it was like, let the strobe lights flash, time to shake your ass, tell the DJ that number 1 is back.
Number 1.
He's number 1 with the H at the end.
This is so...
It's cringy, but it was fun.
I feel like that's so New York, too. Number 1. God, that's hilarious. Do those still exist?
Somewhere in cyberspace. Will I link it to you? No.
Damn. Who would you link it to?
No one. That's so embarrassing. I have one called Agua Dulce where I spoke in a Spanish accent the entire video.
Wow.
Shit was... Why would we do that?
Spanish
I don't know.
Accent. I mean, to be fair, too, like, it... I know I've heard worse. Because, like I said earlier...
It was just a group of us, though. Like, it's my family, and we're all, like, the same age. So we'd all just do fuck shit
That just
together.
sounds like so much fun, though. Like, I feel like that's something you should share with the world.
It's chaos. It was chaos.
That's what the world needs. Chaos. We need more chaos.
I'm pretty sure I shot, in one of the videos, I shot strawberry shortcake with a Nerf gun. Like I was a mobster.
Oh, my God.
That poor bitch, she was hanging from the shower pole. She stood no chance.
Strawberry shortcake.
She stood no chance.
Damn. Did you have like dolls and stuff as a kid? Or
Not really.
No?
Like I had a few, but I was mostly interested in art. So they would always just get me like those big art kits.
True.
That's all I do. And books.
True. And books. Like to read?
Yeah, I love reading.
You love reading?
I do love reading.
Oh my God, I wish.
Like I know people just say that, but I actually do like to read.
No, I mean, honestly, anybody who says I love reading probably means it, because most people who don't like reading are glad to say that they don't like reading.
That's so true.
I get very tired when I'm reading. It's like, it's not even that I don't like it. It's just that people talk about like, I've read books before, so I've read books. Okay, I've tried it before. I'm not just saying.
I would hope so. That's how you get through like Bible school.
I never read that book.
I ain't never read that book either.
But I know the thing front to back though. I know the thing front to back. I was a pastor's kid for 12 years, so I was like in church 3 days a week, hearing about every story that could possibly be said. You know, there's a whole book of the Bible that's just about like like basically a family tree. Like it's this person gave birth to this person, and this person, and then these people gave birth to this person, and it's literally just, and they wanted us to read that.
Yeah, I think not.
Excuse me. Like
I think not.
I'd rather read about.
Bro, I didn't even study.
I'd rather read about
that.
I'd rather read Revelations and read about how I'm gonna go to hell no matter what I do. Like I'd rather read about that.
I'll be like, damn. I mean, fuck it. If that's where all the cool bitches are at.
I wouldn't say cool.
I mean, not all the cool bitches. There's some bitches in there who are not cool, but you know, it's got to be some. I mean, cool
you might look cool, but it ain't gonna be cool down there. It's gonna be.
Hot.
It also doesn't exist, so it's fine. Yeah, like I said, I tried reading, and like I can see some people see, and I'm sure you might relate to this, but some people talk about reading and they're like, oh, when I read, I just see it, everything, and I really connect to it, and it's like a movie that's playing, and I can't wait to finish it and stuff. And I've only felt that a handful of times. Like I finished The Alchemist. It's a great book.
I have it downloaded on my phone, but I haven't read it yet.
You read that. It's great. I used to read Artemis Fowl. Did you ever read Artemis Fowl?
I saw it. I never got to read it.
Saw it like the movie?
No, like I saw the books like in the classroom. Okay. I was like, I should read that one day, and never did.
I love those. I didn't read them all, but I have some still. But I enjoyed those books as a kid. I guess it's kind of like a book,
fantasy
like Geronimo Stilton and stuff. Like
always slaps.
You remember Geronimo Stilton?
Geronimo Stilton.
The rat?
Yes. Mouse. Yo. Ding. That was my shit.
That was my jam. Dude.
That was my
I'd be reading that,
shit.
Captain Underpants. And
I loved Captain Underpants.
Poppin', dude. Those books were... That's what I'm talking about. Those comic books.
Great.
So, like, and then the flippy things, the flippy, like... thing that was always so cool to me.
Scholastic book fair.
The activities.
You just reading through them shits mad fast. If you ain't have no money, just read through the fucking books as fast as you can. Yeah. You got it, bro.
Used to be this was before like we could like, you know, pull out a device and take a photo of the thing. But the cheat code books, yo. I would always want those cheat code books. Bro. And the Guinness World Record books too. And then like
the Egyptian mythology books, the Greek mythology books, them shit slap too.
And then there were like some like spy kit type things. Yeah. I think I remember.
I always wanted one of the spy kit ones. I wanted the one with the invisible.
I wanted
ink
so
pen.
much, and I was always so poor. I could never have it all.
Come on, twin. Me too.
My parents would be like, "No, we can't afford that."
I just wouldn't even ask my dad because I knew the answer.
I used to ask every time because they were very gracious parents, but most of the time.
I wasn't trying to set myself up like that.
Right? You really look at it. They really give that to you before like you even get to your parents, and you're just like,
if it's a bake sale, I might consider asking because that's $1.
Yeah, true.
But I wasn't trying to ask for no.
Man, I love Scholastic Book Fair, but I wish they made it more accessible for poor kids. Yeah. Like I wish they had programs where like you can go to book fair and have like $20 credit or whatever, you know what I'm saying, and just get something, right? Or like I feel like there are some teachers that definitely
too. A lot of kids couldn't even get lunch because they couldn't afford that shit.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I was lucky to have free reduced lunch pretty much my whole time in school. Like I always had free lunch. I mean, it was always pizza, so that's not really lunch. But,
and milk.
Dude, chocolate milk and a slice of pepperoni. And and you know how
says, bro, that's why they used to fight in the mornings.
And I remember that. Bro. And you know what the craziest thing was is that we took it. We were like, yeah, this is fine. And then everybody collectively got to a point where we had to be creative. I was putting mayonnaise on my pizza. I went from ranch. I was like full ranch. I was like dipping in the ranch. That's great.
Lie.
Like they give me the celery with the ranch, and I just throw away the celery. Just ranch for the pizza. And then eventually, I was like, I gotta do mayonnaise. This is all I got. That shit was fire. And it was terrible though. Like if I ate that now, I'd probably puke.
I wouldn't even eat it. I'm pretty sure that's the start of my lactose intolerance.
Honestly,
like, that is
probably
the root
everyone.
Of it.
Probably everyone in this country, except for kids that grew up in Long Island. Like that's like, you ever been to a Long Island high school?
No.
They got Boar's Head.
They got boar's head?
They got boar's head sandwiches.
Yo, they fucking built different.
You can drink there's any drink you want. Sparkling water. They got sodas. They got Gatorades. They got juices. They got everything.
That's rude. That's one.
Rude as hell.
I think the fanciest experience I ever had was a salad bar. At my high school, it was like just fucking romaine lettuce and cherry tomatoes with Italian dressing.
Real, I feel like I remember something like that.
I was like, yo, what? They got a salad bar in high school, bro? What is this?
I would have hated that. I used to hate salad. I mean, no, not used to. I still do. Do you?
I just was shook for the difference.
Yeah. Do you remember?
Meals.
Did you ever have the popcorn chicken bowls?
Yeah. No? From like KFC or from
No,
lunch?
from high school.
Oh,
like
no,
on Wednesdays, we would have like a special meal. They'd be like, guess what? No pizza day. And we're all like,
popcorn chicken.
We get a popcorn chicken bowl. It's like the thing from KFC where it's like popcorn chicken, cheese, mashed potatoes, and gravy. That's it. That's all
variety.
It was.
We had the peanut butter and jelly, cheese sandwich, fake salad, pizza. Sometimes they was lasagna.
If you couldn't afford food, if you couldn't afford to pay $3 something for your pizza, they would give you a cheese sandwich, like not toasted.
Oh, they wouldn't
nothing.
even.
It was just sliced bread and cheese.
If I ain't have money, they not getting me that. They not giving me that sliced bread and cheese.
So sad, man. This is like the wealthiest country.
I'm pretty sure that's the start of so many people's eating disorders too.
Honestly, obesity in general, like that.
Even just beyond obesity, people being like anorexic because you don't eat the whole day.
Also, not even being either of those things, just being generally unhealthy, like being mad normal and not even knowing you're like dying inside. Well, we're all dying inside, but faster.
Some at a certain speedier rate than others.
High school does a lot to you, huh?
Yeah, it does, man.
High school did a lot. You one of my favorite things is that you also enjoy video games.
Fuck yeah.
Because I feel like we connect on that. What's your favorite video game?
Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic.
Oh, they're making a remake?
I fucking heard, but I don't have a PlayStation, so I'm kind of fucked. But I'll figure it out.
I mean, nobody has a PlayStation 5 right now, so it's coming out for
it
PS5 and nobody has one, so.
That's really fucked up because I've been waiting how many years for this shit?
I've been waiting since the PS4 came out to get a PS5.
Like, I was trying to download it on my Mac because I actually just have it for Xbox. That's how I first played it. Like, my dad bought the game for me. I was definitely too young for that shit when it came out. Still played that shit. I was like, yo, pretty sure that's the start of my bisexuality because I saw them Twi'leks dancing on the thing. I was like,
real.
These bitches are fine as fuck. Hold up. I digress.
That was your awakening.
That was between that and female superheroes.
Yo, they were violating back then. They drawn them way too. Whew. It's way too much. I don't know why they were giving that to us as kids.
But you know what? The story slaps. We were fed. We ate that.
We were fed. So, Knights of the Old. Wow, that's so interesting.
That's a fucking great game.
If I get a PS5 and I get the remake, I'll let you.
We have to play it.
You can play it. I'll
even just watch you fucking play it. That's how much I love that shit.
You can come by and play it. I got you.
I used to sneak behind Davy's back and play his role playing games. This will probably be the first time he's hearing about it. I would delete my save after.
You're smart.
I finished, so
that's good.
He wouldn't notice.
That's good. That's pretty good. So, do you what do you play right now besides? Well, you play Sims, right? You said.
Yeah, just to pass the time.
Hmm.
I just finished Cyberpunk.
How was that?
She wasn't the worst game. Okay. She had a few glitches, a couple bugs.
I did hear that.
Less than what people were saying, I think, because
they fixed it, right? They did some stuff to it.
They updated the game.
Yeah. It's a little too late, but.
I tried to restart it to do a different route because there's a couple different ways you can go about it.
Stuff, right?
So I tried to restart it, and then I was like, girl, I beat you already. I'm tired.
Yo, that's how I feel about games. Some people just do the completionist thing where they do everything, and I can't.
I only do that for Mass Effect.
Wow. I wouldn't be able to do it.
Mass Effect is the sole game. Really?
I can't play it. The whole selection talking thing when you have to pay attention. I can't.
I love it.
I use my cutscenes to take breaks. I go pee. I eat something. Unless the story's good. But I don't know. I played it once. Maybe I don't think I gave it a fair try, to be honest. But
They did just remaster it too. So first couple games look even better.
I'm sick of remasters. You know they're doing Uncharted remasters too.
I've heard.
For the PlayStation 5.
I've heard.
Why?
Just give me a new game.
Let it die.
Give me a new game, girl.
I'm sick of it.
I want something different.
Right? I'm sick of it.
I get it.
They just want our money, dude.
They did Mass Effect Andromeda, like a whole different story, and like nobody liked it.
Did you like it?
It was okay. I finished it off, the strength that I liked the actual Mass Effect series. So I was like, I mean, I guess if this is what I have to live with, I'll do it. Also, I bought it, so
yeah, you have
not
to
finish it after that.
I feel that. I played. Were you at that stream? Oh, by the way, thank you for coming to my streams. I appreciate you for that. It means a lot. Sometimes it's lonely in there.
It's so like party time.
The fact that you come in and you actually talk to me too, it's awesome. It also really does bring me up because.
Am I saying we should play Pokemon on that shit?
I'm gonna play, or I'm playing Pokemon Unite, but I'm also they're remaking. Speaking of another remake, they're doing Diamond and Pearl. The Pokemon
I've heard.
Diamond and Pearl. I'm gonna play that.
I think I need that game as well.
That was my favorite Pokemon.
I heard
game.
It's gonna be like similar to the way they just did Sword and Shield, and I said
they're doing the 3D like kind of world. Yeah, I'm very hyped for it. I'm getting a Piplup.
As you should.
That's my starter off rip. I don't care what anybody says. I'm not changing my mind. And Empoleon's one of the coolest Pokemon. I'll never know
until I actually start the game because I swore I was gonna be a fairy type trainer for fucking Shield, and I was not. I ended up being mostly grass.
Here you go.
Grass bitches always got it. I'm sorry. Like
they do. Yo, Tortwig is lit. Torterra is so cool. He's also massive.
Up.
That he just has a tree on his back. Like a massive tree.
Also,
that's cool as
the
hell.
Starter for that one, Grooky?
The starter for the one in
Shield.
Sword and Shield, right? Yeah.
Grookey, so fucking cute,
I got
bro.
Grookey when I started playing Sword and Shield too.
And OP. When it gets all big.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a cool one. Honestly, that was the coolest of those three. I didn't really like the other ones, to be honest.
Snivy. And was the other one?
Yeah, that green one was
Sobble.
Sobble
was ugly as hell.
Sobble was not it.
I'm sorry, I don't like to collect the ugly Pokemon.
Sobble was not it. That third evolution looked mad weird. I hated it. I was like, there's no way. And that's sad because water Pokemon are usually pretty awesome.
I love them. Although I never end up with them. I maybe end up with some that are like not in the actual water. Like
I think Piplup was kind of like my only starter that
I've never had a Goldeen.
Goldines are cool. I mean, no, they're not. But they're just mons, They got to fill in the role. They get eaten for sure. I do
always collect Gyarados because
for sure. Always get a Gyarados.
Have to.
In the world of Pokemon, Goldines definitely get eaten first. The Feebas. You know what Feebas is?
Yeah, I do.
A little they definitely get eaten first.
I don't like those. I don't ever catch them. I just let them go.
Honestly, most fish Pokemon are lame.
I agree.
I think fish are lame in general.
Lapras is fire.
The ocean is overrated in general. I'm just gonna say it out loud. You don't have to agree with me. I know, and it's a weird. I think it's controversial. For me though, I'm like, why do we don't have to keep exploring.
We all have our unpopular.
We don't have to keep going down. We're gonna touch something we don't want to touch if we keep going down there. I'm just saying.
I agree. We're gonna
just keep going up.
I'm not with finding out what's in there because it's like some prehistoric bitches in there. They're gonna look crazy. They're gonna try to eat me. I will not survive.
And they can see in the dark.
In many natural disaster situations, even plagues, perhaps, I will not survive.
How do you know that?
I know who I am as a person.
I feel like
I'm not running. That's one. I'm not fucking running.
I mean, you don't have to run. You don't have to run the fastest. You just got to run faster than other people. And there are people slower than you for sure. Yeah, there are people
unless they're like 65.
The old people go first. That's how it is.
I'm going with the old people.
That's how it goes.
Grandma's gonna have all the stuff in her hands.
Some of them can't even walk anymore.
My other grandma, she's in a wheelchair. She's not living either, but it's okay because I'm gonna see her in wherever the fuck we end up.
Yeah, honestly, in a world where that sea creatures take over and they come out of the ocean to like dominate the planet, I'd probably want to die too.
I mean, I grew up with like stories about mermaids and sirens and all of that because
Aquaman. It's dark as hell here.
I said.
Yo, the fish are coming.
Is this still going?
The fish are coming. Yeah, it's just the light.
Yo, that's fucking. You see? That's the fish agenda.
You can change it. Yeah.
That is the fish agenda.
The fish agenda. What is that's the saltwater agenda right there.
Although I love the ocean.
Saltwater, homie.
I love the ocean.
You do?
I do. I love her.
I can't.
My Santo's Yamaya, like that's the one who I'm closest with, and she's of the ocean, so I gotta love the ocean.
So you have a deeper, genuine connection with the water. Like there's something past just it being the water. I don't have that.
That's okay.
I just don't. I go to beaches and I just don't go in the water.
The beach isn't for everyone.
You're right. It's true.
That's valid.
Thank you.
Some of us are more of a pool bitch. Like
I'm such a pool bitch.
Let's get our floaties and vibe in the pool. You know you won't drown.
Yeah.
Unless you can't swim.
So I mean, I can swim. Yeah, I could swim. I almost died in Puerto Rico, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I wanted to do body rafting, but I'm kind of like rethinking my athleticism and how that would go.
I feel you.
But you know, it'd be what it be.
Yo, swimming is hard as hell, yo. I can't. I don't know if I can do it. Like I can do it, but I don't know if I ever want to like get good at it. You know what I'm saying?
I almost drowned one time when we were in Puerto Rico. If it were not for my grandfather,
same.
I definitely would have been dead because I was not swimming the right way.
I'm glad you're not.
But here we are. I still love her. I get a little traumatized, and I'm like, I'm not going for a while, and then I'm like, I want to go back to the beach now.
I mean, it is what it is.
Valid. How did you almost die though? Just real quick, I need to hear that.
No, you're good. Did I talk about this on the podcast already? I might have. But we were in Puerto Rico. We took a boat to Culebra Island. So you go snorkeling. Go snorkeling. You get off the boat, and then they go to another part of the island. You jump off the boat to swim to a beach, because they can't go on the beach. You know what I'm saying? There's rocks and stuff. So we were on the second story of the boat. And they were like, okay, guys, we're parked here. If you guys want to swim to the beach, don't go this way, don't go that way, like the easiest points of entry, because there's like fire coral on the bottom. If you step on it, it'll hurt and stuff. And I was like, cool. So we were on the top, and they're like, if you want to jump off the top and swim over there, you feel free to.
You jumped off the top?
Yeah. So we were already on the top, and we were like,
that was mistake number one.
We were like, let's just jump off this. It'll be fun. So we did. Me and Christine. I was with Christine. We jumped off, we started swimming. On the way there, we realized, first, it was much further than we thought. And
it
two,
always is.
Everybody else brought their little floaties. Everybody else had a yellow strap on their back, and they were like, you know, having a good time swimming.
Doggy
and
paddling.
Eventually, like halfway through, my muscles were like tightening up and like cramping.
It's a full fucking body workout.
And I was swimming for my life because it was deep as hell too. Like it wasn't close. It was deep. Like if I went down, you know how you can go down to rest your arms and then like, no, not even, no, nothing. So almost dying. Christine leaves me in the dust. She's going, she's like almost dying too, but not nearly as bad as I am. I'm like genuinely dying.
She Michael Phelps.
She keeps going. And I look around and she's gone and I'm like, baby. I'm like, so there's a lot of people, but everybody's having a great time. Everybody's on vacation. They're not thinking about somebody potentially dying in the middle of the ocean. They're just going. And I was like, I can't. And then eventually I remember that I can swim on my back. So I turn around and I start doing this and I start resting and I'm like, it's much easier. But I can't see where I'm going. So I had to do this and then like turn around and then keep swimming and do this. So eventually I made it.
Water in your eyes,
and it was so funny because there was a couple. Like eventually I was still drowning. I'm visibly like dying, trying to reach the floor. Like you can hear me. I'm like, doing that. And there's a couple like literally like, oh my God, they're like holding on to each other and like spinning around in the ocean. And they're just literally eventually 5 feet away from me.
They thought they were the main characters.
Like, and then I finally like touched the ground and I'm just right next to them and I just gasp for air and I'm like not dying anymore. And then I process and they're just there. They don't even acknowledge me. Like I was visibly drowning.
I would have saved you, bro.
I hope they get a divorce or they break up. I hope that was a honeymoon and one of them is cheating on the other. Because I was gonna die. But then eventually I got to the water. I met up with Christine. I was like, hey, why'd you leave me? We got to the water. I was about to, because I'm traumatized, right? I'm having a panic attack. I almost died. I'm like, I can't breathe right now. I try to get out the water. Starts pouring rain. Starts pouring. The water is freezing cold. Like the rain is colder than the ocean. So I had to just like go back into the water to not freeze because I'm shaking, and I just couldn't breathe, and I was having like a panic attack for like 30 minutes. And they were like, all right, everybody come back, we gotta go. And then we stole floaties.
I'm so sorry. You was fighting for your life.
Yeah, somebody left floaties on the side. So we just like, oh,
that's mine now.
These people were coming up to us like, oh my God, you did it, you free swam that was so cool. I was like, shut the
I was dying.
This
like,
little girl looked at least 12 and she did it. And she was fine. I was like, damn, you a swimmer.
My little sister fucking surfs, bro. I can't do that shit.
Nah, I would never.
But she could fucking surf. Never. She horseback rides too.
So there's like that, what's that? There's a phobia where it's like if there's a, surface and there's things under it, but you don't know what's there, but there can be things there. It's a phobia. I have that. So, like, if I were surfing, I would always just be thinking, like, while I'm in the thing and in the tunnel, I would always just be imagining the whole time that a shark is going to go and, like, eat me off my board. That's literally my brain. That's how it works. That's how it works anywhere, too.
I'm sorry.
I'm in a plane and I'm like,
anxiety.
Okay, what's it going to feel like when it starts, just dropping, straight dropping when I'm in a plane? I
do that, too,
my
to myself.
irrational fear makes me like super ready for things, but I'm so anxious like most of the time.
I used to have like this really big fear of natural disasters happening, like if the San Andreas a fault line, wherever I had to have been in like 4th grade because it was when the Cheetah Girls One World came out, and I saw that documentary on the San Andreas fault line. I was like, oh my fucking God, bitch, we gotta get ready now. I had a whole fucking 3 bags packed with things I thought I would need for a natural disaster to ever occur.
That's so very
now I'm just like, you know what?
If it happens,
fuck it, man. I'ma escape a gigantic ass earthquake with
I'm gonna have a good story.
It's not happening.
That's usually what I think. I'm like, okay, what can I do if this happens? I'm like, ready. You know what I'm saying?
I do that
when they're like when they're on the plane and they're like, dude, you're gonna oxygen mask. I'm like, okay.
Man, just taking notes.
And I'm ready to save people too.
I'm scared to see your notes.
I'm ready to save people too. People are gonna be like, I don't know where I'm right there. It's right there. Grab it. Yeah.
I mean, that's actually smart because I'd be at work sitting in like one area when I worked at Color Factory. There's a dance floor. And there was a gigantic ass door for like fire escaping, whatever your fucking needs may be. I used to just imagine, what the fuck would I do if an alien walked through and started bop, bop, bop.
Okay, I don't think about
that.
Aliens,
Would be my that was my contingency plan.
I think about just normal humans, but I'm gonna start thinking about
an actual live shooter.
I'm gonna start thinking about aliens now. That'll make it.
They're both shooters though, so you have to be prepared for similar situations.
They're both shooters though.
Exactly.
They both do the same thing. One thing that my paranoia gives me that I feel like people should like carry with them, even if they're not paranoid individuals. If you go somewhere, a movie theater, if you're on a plane, well, not on a plane, that's different. If you're in a movie theater, if you're in a building with a lot of people, if you're anywhere that seems like there's a lot of people there, or like you're in an enclosed space, please actually like genuinely look for your emergency exits.
Always.
Because if you don't, you're done for, okay? That's your only way out. You're not going to be a hero. Everybody's going to be running. Know where your exits are, and you'll survive. I mean, let me not say that, because then
And then also the fire alarm.
The fire extinguisher.
That little fucking axe shit.
The little axe shit, just in case you got an axe.
You never fucking know.
Let me ask you a question real quick.
Exactly.
I'm an axe thrower too. I used to, working at Bury the Hatchet, the axe throwing place, I would think like if somebody came in here, I'm just going, like I know how to throw an axe. I'm gonna hit you.
You know how to throw an axe?
Yeah.
I have no arm strength for that.
I could hit somebody that's like across the house too. Like it'll spin twice and go.
Like tomahawk style.
Yeah, I swear. I could hit
used to be one of my favorite moves when I played Call of Duty.
True. Yo, so, okay. kind of went off the rails. We're gonna end off with this. I just want to ask about this piece. See where the process is. I want to see it. You know what I'm saying? You sent this to me while I was on stream.
Hell yeah.
Because you were also painting while I was streaming. I thought that was really cool. You guys were all doing art together while you were watching it. I was like, oh, it's so cute. But you sent me this, and I love it. And I want to know where the progress is.
I started the background, and I did most of the snake.
Okay.
After that, I finished the other wing as well.
Mm-hmm.
But after that, I haven't really touched it. She's kind of just staring at me because I paint from like across my bed, and it just stares at me every day.
For the people on Patreon, when are you gonna finish it? And can we see it first?
Hell yeah, you can see it first, of course. I'm aiming to finish it by the end of this month. I would like to do it sooner. I paint really fast on the low.
Yeah.
I just, I lose motivation.
I feel you. We all do. I get distracted. We all do.
It's the ADHD. I
also, the amount of, it's not even just that. It's just that this world is filled with the most amount of distractions that ever existed in history. So,
I like having someone there sometimes to hold me accountable for how much work I get done.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm just fucking sit there and watch Pokemon for hours.
Yo, I just want to, I've been playing, Bloons TD, Tower Defense. I got Bloons TD6 on my phone. I've been playing it so much.
Yeah, man.
I just find something that I find fun and I just get addicted.
Me playing Roblox? I will stay on Roblox with Julissa for hours.
Man.
I won't even know where the time goes.
So many distractions in this world. But hey, we're alive, we're happy, right?
We breathing.
We're breathing. We exist.
Hell
we get to talk to people. We get to talk to each other. There we go. That's really nice. That's really cool.
I enjoy talking to you. This has been
enjoy speaking to you as well.
Pleasurable experience.
Yeah. To end it off, is there anything upcoming for you? Anything we should be aware of? Anything you want us to be at?
I am helping Julissa film How We Cope season 3.
Okay. Hell yeah.
So we're gonna be interviewing someone who works with Project Feel next week.
Okay.
I'll see who.
So this will be posted a week after that happened.
That's up to Julissa. I don't.
Well, I mean, we'll see. Yeah, but I would love to. I can't wait for that to come out. It's exciting.
I'm sure she's gonna send you some sneak peeks.
Oh yeah. What about you? You got anything?
Other than painting, I am going to collab with Sarah soon.
Awesome.
I'm going to collab with Sarah soon.
So
that's going to be fun.
She's not here. She's not in the background right now.
I don't even know who that is. Who? Anyway.
So, great. That's awesome.
Nothing
Can't wait to see
all of that. Yeah? I'm trying to just get my bearings together.
Yeah, of course. We are.
You know.
As one does, yeah.
She's trying to be a hardworking lady again.
Yes, of course.
I had
hardworking
to leave
business
Starbucks.
lady.
So after that, I was like, damn, I need another job.
Fuck Starbucks.
Yo, fuck Starbucks, bro.
On God.
Yo, you ever had a lid attack you?
On period.
You ever had a lid attack you? Work at Starbucks. Those Frappuccino lids, violent.
I'm going to have to get a Frappuccino so I can understand. Not from Starbucks, though. So, do you have any, closing remarks? Anything you want to tell the audience? Any emotions you're feeling? Things you want people to hear about? Anything you learned recently, Take your time with this one.
That's a great question. You just asked me to process mad different things at the same time.
No, you're good. I'm sorry. I was just giving you options,
Those are great options.
You got it.
Those are great options. I think we should all stream someone new. That's been my fixation as of late. That's been on repeat. Some Aaliyah. They just re-released some Aaliyah music. Yebba. Definitely the vibe.
You need to listen to Yebba.
Still not going to listen to Donda or CLB anytime soon because I'm lazy. And that requires
Don't worry about it. You're not missing too much.
Oh, my God. Also hype for, Fettuccine Francolini's release with jerk chicken. That's going to be fucking fire.
Fettuccine Francolini and jerk chicken.
Those are great nicknames, I know.
Those are great. How do you, you want to, that's it? Yeah?
I just want to do a flip, bro.
Can I hear? I would love to close this out with a flip.
I can't fucking do a flip.
Throw the chair. How you feel?
I feel good.
Good?
This is good.
Good. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
I needed a nice calm day. This is a calm day.
Good.
They're going to fucking clap so loud. I see them in the corner of my eye.
Oh God. Now I want to prolong this because I'm not ready for it.
Yo, you know, could talk about whatever you want.
It was so peaceful.
When are you gonna stream Roblox?
It was so peaceful for like an hour. We have to finish. I'm not gonna stream Roblox.
I think you should.
Should I?
You should do a live stream of you playing Roblox. Gotta friend me though, so we could go on Royal High.
We'll talk about it. We'll see what happens. We'll talk about it. I feel like we can find something to play. Yeah. We'll talk about it. I'll look into Roblox.
I like the pageants.
I'll look into Roblox. The pageants? Oh my God.
Yeah, we play this game called Royal High, and they have like these little beauty pageants on them. And I always want to win first place because that's fucking 800 diamonds. So I could get new wings.
800 diamonds sounds like a lot, yeah.
So you can get new wings.
New wings so you can fly.
Hell yeah. You could fly without the wings. It's just the wings make the outfit look better.
That's real.
There's no point to any of those games. It just...
I want some real life wings.
Yo, me fucking too. Fairy wings? Yo, butterfly wings.
If you had to end it off, if you had a superpower, which one would it be?
Teleportation.
I feel you. That's lit. That's a really
I never want to take the train again.
That's a really good one. Ooh.
And I would want it to be like long range teleportation. Like
Anywhere.
That's the ideal.
Anywhere. Yeah, no, anywhere.
Like I want to be able to like, you know, I want to go to France.
Mm-hmm.
Teleport to fucking France.
Hell yeah. I feel you, yo.
Craving a baguette, bro. Just fucking go get baguettes.
Go to Paris and get a baguette.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you for being here in the show.
Thank you for inviting me.
I appreciate you immensely. Beautiful conversation. I love you.
You gotta do the heart.
You gotta do that.
Yeah. That's that shit, babes. That's that fucking shit.
All right. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap, guys.